What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Frontline Youth Podcast. You guys are joined today by Bobby.
And Josh, who is now bald.
Yes. Look down, Josh.
I'm not looking down.
Oh, you
I'm
gotta
not
show him,
looking
you gotta
down.
show him, you gotta show him.
No, because this is going on the internet. He's trying to get me to show you guys because my hair's so thin and since I'm a blonde, it's very it makes me look bald. Okay, there's
Yeah.
hair right here.
If you guys
I
ever watch,
promise.
if you guys ever watch the last Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Literally, it's an
looks like
arrow.
it.
Because I have a calic in the middle of my head. It literally it just creates an arrow. I'm not showing y'all. I'm not getting clipped.
Yo, come
I'm not
on.
getting clipped. I'm not.
you
This is
guys-
on the
I try-
internet. There's a difference.
It's okay.
There's
if you
little kids who's walking around.
It's okay if you were to look down. I would clip and turn into a short.
That's what I'm saying. Not to mention the end of the year. Heck no. I know it would make its way in there. I know
somebody
it
would actually genuinely clip
would.
that.
That would be the nah.
Especially
I can't.
since it's video now, not just audio.
That's what I'm saying. Like
It would be different, if we were just audio. It'd be oh, we can't really
I'm gonna
clip.
have to get I'm gonna have to get a cone for when you bring your animal to the vet to get Anyways, it don't matter. The cone is what is needed to make sure I don't look down.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, my hairstyle hasn't changed. Won't.
He'll
But
get
yeah.
a buzz soon. It's coming, whether he's sleeping or awake. He'll get to choose if it turns out bad.
Oh,
You're just
no.
gonna look like your dad.
Probably. Yeah.
Your forehead might get exposed a lot, but that's okay. That's what happens to me right now.
Yeah, that is true. But it's not that bad. It's generally not.
Look at it in the camera. Dude, there's hair here. I promise, guys. There is hair.
You know, somebody
There's
man.
hair.
Yeah, there is hair, you guys. It looks much better in person than on video. The video does not do you justice at
Should have
all.
brought a hat. Should have brought a hat.
Should have just texted me to bring the Fly Podcast hat. Just wear that.
All right,
right.
I'm just gonna put my head down. Who cares? Look at that, guys. I can't go the whole episode stressing about it. There's hair all right here. This is all hair. Just doesn't show it.
Yes. Yes. But all right, let's just jump into the episode.
Yeah, let me stop caring about
yeah.
this stupid hair.
Enough about Josh's hair. It looks good, Josh. Everybody
okay.
tell Josh it looked good in the comments.
Much appreciated.
But yeah, so as you guys can tell, we're gonna be ranking some fathers in the Bible. Yes. So we're gonna be doing a top 5 best and a top 5 worst. So first disclaimer: this is not about their faith in God. Any of this. It's clearly how they raised up their kids that we know in the Bible.
Yes. Not to mention, this is our personal opinion.
Exactly.
You can hate on us. There's going to be people we missed and people who we add that you don't expect. Don't come for us.
Exactly. And listen, let's be honest. If you think there's somebody who was a better father than somebody in the ranking, just tell us in the comments why. Just be, hey, I think XYZ is better. This is why. Or you'd be like, actually, this would be my ranking for the top 5 worst ones
Yeah,
and the top 5 best.
Chat with us, bro. Chat
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah. We're starting to pick back up on the comments a bit. I think we got 2 last episode.
Yes.
But yeah.
Speak.
So let's just go ahead and jump into it. We're gonna start with the top 5 worst. So pick a number 1 through 5, Josh. We'll do a random one.
Don't we have an honorable mention?
No, we didn't.
Oh, I thought we had
What's his name?
Adam.
Oh, you are right.
Yeah. Honorable mention.
We're gonna do the honorable mention at the beginning. All right. Our honorable mention is Adam.
Yes.
Now, you might be wondering, why the heck is Adam in the worst ones? It's for one main reason only. He let his son
bro.
slime out his brother.
What? You're teaching? You raising your kid? Yo, the Bible says train up the way they should go. He clearly did not do that.
But
He
at
clearly
the
did
same
not.
time, though, they were sacrificing to God. So it's was that really Adam's fault? Actually thinking about it, that might not have been Adam's fault genuinely, though.
No. Because Adam should have taught him first fruits. And you know what didn't happen? He was not giving them first fruits.
Yeah.
I mean, he clearly did not see the wrong heart in Cain.
Yeah, but I guess that is true. But they could have been grown men. So it's let's just say, it's
It doesn't matter. The Bible says, and they shall not leave it. They shall not leave it. Train them up in the way that they should go, and they shall not leave. They shall not depart from it.
yeah,
Bro clearly departed from it. I don't know.
So let me just say, you guys.
This is why it's honorable mention. It's
before
debatable.
the episode, I was all on board. Now I'm actually second guessing it. Thinking
I don't
about
know.
it.
I feel like
Because it's like it's like, okay, clearly they did something right because Cain is the older one, Abel was the younger one. Abel learned to give his first fruits. Cain gave fruits, but not his first ones. Cain knew he had to do sacrifices. It's like clearly there were some, but at the same time they are older, so it's like he could have.
But then, think about it. The rest of his kids are nobodies.
But you are right. It could have been like a mix of times. Like, let's be honest. The Bible just says that one time God corrected him, but that could have been the 7th time God was like, "Hey, bro, I don't accept your offering. Give me something better."
Who was Enoch's dad?
I genuinely have no idea.
I know Seth is one of Adam's kids, but he's like irrelevant in the Bible. He pops up in the genealogy and that's it.
Yeah.
But like whoever is Enoch's dad, automatic should be placed at like number 1. Enoch's one of the only people not to be like killed, taken up to heaven because he well pleased God.
And Google's being no help is saying, "Oh, there's 2 people. There's 2 people that were Enoch's."
What?
Well, yeah, because there was 2. So
nowhere in the Bible does it say that there was 2. I'm mimicking a moment in a very, very popular clip. Don't come for me.
yeah, apparently there was 2. There was one, the son of Jared.
Okay.
It's in Genesis 5:18-24, and then Enoch, the son of Cain.
Something tells me that the one son of Jared is. Look up. Nah, it's okay. Don't matter.
So-
I was just making sure that Enoch was not Adam's kid. Because if it was Adam's kid, I'd be like, oh, shoot.
So the Enoch who the book of Enoch talks about, that one is the son of Jared.
Yeah.
So
That's the one who was taken up to heaven.
Yeah. So
that's the one I care about. Okay.
And then his great grandfather is Noah. No, he's the great grandfather of Noah. Oh.
Explains a lot.
Oh. Yeah, I feel like
Bro never met his grandpa. Shoot.
Yeah.
Yo, where'd my grandpa go, Pops? He just randomly flew in the sky one day.
He said he was gonna go get water. Never came back.
Like, he said it was like holy water. I don't know.
I don't know what he was talking about. Like,
but yes, Adam is honorable mention because he could be placed there depending on how you see him, and then I like him being an honorable mention.
Yeah, I feel like that one could just be a mix of his personal choices. I need to fix this mic stand. Need to get it closer. I feel like it's a mix of personal choices, but then also could have been some parenting mistakes.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's why he's an honorable mention and not one of the top 5, because
we're all descendants of him, making him a father of a lot.
So genuinely,
bro is the reason why we all have sin.
So genuinely, actually thinking of it that way, he is a bad father. We're all in sin.
Like, bro,
it's your fault, Adam.
It's his fault.
Yep,
his fault.
Yep.
Him and Eve, bro. Bad mother, bad father.
Look at that. Next Mother's Day, top 5 worst mothers.
Yo, what are you getting, Eve? All right, number 4. We're just gonna go down the list.
All right,
or up the list, I guess. I don't know.
We got
number 5. Sorry,
number 5. All right, that is Manasseh.
Bobby has more information on him than I do.
So
this was his selection.
And we talked about it, you guys.
No, okay. He had okay.
I'm trying to find it. Why is none of my stuff? I deleted it. No. All right. I got it back.
Okay.
I just pressed the read back button.
Yeah.
Just press that a whole bunch of that. Yeah. So, I got some scriptures and stuff. Some of these are like super long and stuff, but I'm just gonna say them for you guys so you guys can read them in your own time. I'll just give you a deep brief of what happened. 2 Kings 21, 1-16, and the 2 Chronicles 33, 9-20. He's one of our worst ones because he led Judah into widespread idolatry. Didn't really care. And they also encouraged evil practices, and he set a devastating example for future generations. And he led his family and a whole nation away from God.
Yeah, brother probably should have been number 1.
So it's like, you know, it's like he, you know, as the father of the house, you are the head example, and you know he really wasn't setting a great example. You know, that's why he was one of mine that I thought would be one of the great ones to do, because it's like he really wasn't that great of a father at all.
No.
But there is good news. He did later on repent and turn away from the evil practices.
And this is why he's been placed at number 5.
But, you know, as we know, what's it's called?
Consequences?
Yeah, no. Your choices have consequences.
Yes.
Or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, my brain was like trying
Your
to say
sin has consequences.
Yeah, so, you know, it's like even though he repented, it still had enormous damage. And, you know, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. I know, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe, like, after that, it was like there was, like, a long reign of terrible leaders. Like, you know, it was I just know what happened, like, after, like, Saul and Solomon.
Straight down the hill.
Yeah.
Well, if it went, Saul, David, Solomon.
But then we had, like, a couple good ones, like, what's his name? The young king, 8 years old.
Josiah.
Josiah.
No, because he got himself killed because he was stupid.
Yes, but at the same time, you know, it was like
he did do good. He
did good.
He did good for a little.
He had a stable prayer life by the age of 16.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, at 8 years old,
we'll toss him in there.
Yeah, you know. So it's like, you know, there's a couple good kings throughout, but yeah. So where do we think we're gonna put Manasseh? He's our first one, so obviously we'll move him around. But
so he was the father of all of Judah. He led a bunch of people down the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Not just his family, a bunch.
I feel like he kind of deserved number 2.
I think...
Because I feel like if we put him at number 1, we're going to move him down anyways, maybe later on.
Yes.
So it's like...
I know who coming up, yes. We're going to go number 2. I'm cool with number 2.
Okay, all right.
His repentance saves him of number 1.
Yeah. I agree with that one. All right, so... We're going to go straight up to, like, you know, number 4. We're just going to go like that.
Sounds good.
All right, so our number 4 one, we have Eli. So right now, if you're like, oh, who the heck is Eli? Yeah. You should read about it. It was kind of crazy, the stuff that he
let his kids do. He just let all of his slide go under the radar. No issue, no nothing.
Yeah, so...
Until he croaked over and died over a log because he was so old.
The one thing I just can't get over is how he was able to raise up Samuel really well, but his own sons...
Well, because Samuel was anointed by God. He was chasing after God. His kids... They were chasing after some women.
But, like, at the same time, it's like Eli had no problem correcting Samuel, like, leading Samuel. But it's like with his sons and stuff. Know. It's like with his own blood, he's like do I really want to...
Shoot, dude, it's a lot easier for me to talk to you or Ryan about stuff. But if I went to go try and talk to my brothers, it's just, I don't want to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Like, there's just something about your own family that makes it more difficult to talk. Yes. Especially, I mean... Yeah, I don't know.
So let's go ahead and sell. So for the audience who don't know, he was very passive aggressive. No, that's not the right. Is that the right word? Passive aggressive with his sons? I don't know. I don't think that's right.
Passive aggressive would say like he tried to help them, but he didn't get. He didn't put his foot down at all.
Yeah. I think he did, and a couple times he like tried something, but it was never like So basically, his sons would sleep around with a whole bunch of women in the temple. They would eat the sacrifices, like, you know, they would accept not fully cleaned offerings and stuff. They were basically just defiling God's
everything.
House. Yeah,
everything.
Like, it was terrible.
Basically, Jesus would have been flipping the tables in that temple. Best way to put it. Yeah,
we would have heard about a second time. Would have heard about the first time. I could already see Jesus in heaven just be like, God, send me down there. Let me flip a table.
Because he was just chilling in heaven at that time. He's just watching.
He's like, is it my time yet?
That's so crazy. Jesus watched all of the Old Testament. That just popped in my head. Like, he watched everything go down and he didn't say a word. But you could still find his spirit, his truth being found in it. It's like, dang, bro. What the...
Yeah, and then Eli, he had failed to discipline and failed to act in any sort of way.
Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure Jesus was probably in heaven, just like crashing out, just like, come on.
Bro might have to get moved to 3.
Move Manasseh to 3, and then
No.
Eli.
Yeah, Eli to 3.
Eli to 3. Okay.
Because although he didn't raise his kids right, he was still a man of God, and he did have. I think it was him who was it him or Elisha that died over the log, fell back and died.
That was Eli.
That was Eli. Okay.
Yes.
So, he raised up Samuel. I'll give him bonus points for that. He was a man of God.
Yes.
He followed him. He just sucked at disciplining his own kids. So I put him at 3 because he's a worse father than the other guys we have left, except for one of them. One of them was way worse than him. The other one is okay, you're not the worst.
Yeah.
You had a little bit of a downfall.
Yeah, I will agree with that. I think 3 is good because Manasseh still deserves 2 because he let a whole nation and his family down.
No.
But it was Eli. Eli, I think he should stay at number 3, no matter what.
Yeah,
because it's
I think he's at the fine balance of he wasn't the worst, but he was not the best either.
Yeah, because he still let them defy the house of God.
If we haven't mentioned, 1 is the worst, 5 is decent.
Yeah.
That's our ranking system. I know some people, 5's the worst, 1's decent. I don't know who does it like that, but I've heard people do it.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that. That was actually on our fault. But yes. All right, so number 3 is Eli. I actually should be writing this down.
Yeah, I think I'm comfortable with Manasseh at 2, Eli at 3.
4, 5. All right, so we're putting Manasseh at 2.
Wait. Who all do we have left? Never mind. Let's just say the next person. Cause
our next person is Jacob.
Jacob or Israel. Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with him being number 4.
Yeah.
I'm cool with him being number 4. Who's our 5th?
Who was our 5th?
Did we ever get a 5th?
No, we haven't got a 5th yet.
Okay, we'll have to come up with it.
Yeah, but these are who we have left. So he might have to go that 5th.
Yeah. See, that's what I forgot. I was asking who all have we listed? Did we get all 5?
No.
Not in our rankings, what we already wrote down.
We did. Yeah, we got all 5.
I forgot the other guy.
Yeah, so Jacob or Israel, as you guys like to call him.
Jacob's gonna have to be 5.
Genuinely loved Joseph way more than him, and this is proven in Genesis 37:3-4. He did not hide his favoritism at all. He genuinely
cloak of many colors.
Yeah, and so I know, just imagine, guys, it's hard to get some of those colors and stuff. So it's it generally costs a lot of money. So I think it's now, let's just compare it to it's if your parents buy you a brand new vehicle, and then all the rest of the siblings hey, pay for it yourself.
Maybe.
I feel like we could kind of compare it to that.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about getting you a $100,000 car. I'm talking about I don't know,
a regular car.
Yeah, I don't know, a Nissan Sentra or something like that.
Yeah.
A Toyota Camry. Something just like a new car. It's not used. It's it's fresh. Just that type of thing. And then also, he let his family be deeply divided because then his brothers sold Joseph into slavery. So
without him even knowing.
My thing is, how do you clearly not know that your sons hate your other son?
It would be so apparent. It would be so apparent. Not to mention,
because I could already see it. They're not hiding their hate. They're probably their dad's hey, can you go do the dishes? And they're gonna be why don't you have your favorite boy go do it?
Yeah, 100%, dude. I mean,
or he would be hey, or Joseph would be sick and he'd be oh, go lay back down. And the other son would be Dad, I'm sick, and he'd be go back, go to the sheep.
To the field, bro. To the field. Come on, what you doing? You ain't got no time to be
so
sick.
It was 100% not hidden. We know that they genuinely,
without a debate.
Yeah, they would. So yeah, but with our other 2 left, he would definitely have to be number 5.
Yes.
Out of all of them, he's
Jacob,
the most.
He also although yes, he did show favoritism. at the end of the day, he still was a good father for the rest of them afterwards. Like you don't hear much about it afterwards, but like his kids didn't die anymore. They didn't kill anymore.
Yeah.
Like not Reuben, who was their Benjamin. Benjamin was just fine afterwards. Like he realized favoritism is what's got him. So he didn't have no more favorites. He just didn't have a revived spirit. Like he was just basically empty shell walking around after Joseph.
Yeah.
But it was like before that he was a great man. And a little after he stole his brother's birthright. But
yeah, he was.
so 5 is appropriate. 5 is
Yeah.
appropriate. I need to like shift so I
Yeah.
can be more comfortable.
Listen, parents, favoritism's bad.
Yes, don't favorite your kid.
Yep. Yeah. But yeah, I think 5 is good for him because you guys compared to the other ones, you guys will see why we put him at 5. You guys might be like, come on, he definitely deserves number 2. Nah. So we agree, number 5.
Yes.
Okay, so our next one is gonna be Lot. So there's a lot. There's a lot on Lot.
I feel like we're gonna have to put Eli at 4. Lot's gonna have to go to 3.
Yeah, a lot.
Lot's gonna have to go to 3.
He might but the thing is, it's like, he would probably 3. So
he's worse than Eli. He's worse.
yeah, all right. So number one issue, he took his kids and his family to the most sinful cities on earth.
So bad they got destroyed. There was not one righteous person found in them.
Yeah, you guys think Las Vegas is bad? Imagine God be like, I want to nuke this city. Like, genuinely, that's how bad it was. Like, yeah.
He had dude, and then like he didn't even like his own family didn't have a personal relationship with God either, meaning like he wasn't even influencing them in any type of way. So how strong was his connection really? Like, think about it. His wife looked back after being told, don't look back. His daughters, a chapter later, got him drunk and impregnated themselves with him. Like, that shows they did not have a personal relationship with God.
Yeah, and then also, like, they had husbands in that city. So it's like, it's like he let them get married to
Terrible
two men
people.
in the city.
The same men who were trying to get it on with some angels. Not even just like get it on. Like they were trying to bust down them doors, them windows. Like this was like
they were so adamant at doing it that the angels had to literally blind them,
like, dude,
to get away.
Yeah, no. And he let his family there. He stayed there until God said something. Man, what? You see all this wickedness and you ain't moving? What the heck are you doing?
Yeah, and it's like, bro, you're the father. Come on, you got to choose. Like, obviously, you can't completely, like, I understand you can't completely control who all your kids hang out with. You can't completely control everything that they choose to do, but it's like you can at least choose to try to raise them up in a healthy, godly environment.
Yeah, bro, he did not try that. Sodom and Gomorrah? Oh, yeah, they're fine. Walked in the city. If it's so bad, that means you instantly would be able to see the environment that it was. And bro did not go
it's like, it was like, genuinely 2 big cities. So it's like, he had to know what was going on in that city.
Like, yeah, bro.
Like, I don't know if it would genuinely be like, he didn't know what
Brought
was
his
going
kids
on.
to a bad environment. Clearly did not try and raise them in a godly way. Like,
yeah, I think he has to go. I think I got to go number 3.
he might be worse than Manasseh.
That is true.
I don't know.
So do we want to put him?
Because Manasseh was more idolatry, and which isn't so bad. Because like
But at the same
Judah
time, it's
wasn't
like,
destroyed.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, they obviously did other sins other than idolatry.
Yeah.
But it's like,
But Sodom and Gomorrah was so bad that it was destroyed.
yeah.
And Lot brought his entire family
So
there.
do we want?
The only difference is Manasseh influenced more than his family to be in a state of sin.
Yeah. So
Lot only brought his family to the environment, and then they started sinning on their own. He didn't influence them because he wasn't a sinful man.
yeah. That is true. Okay, yeah. So we want to put Lot number 2, or should we put him?
Lot's 3. He'll stay 3. He'll stay 3.
Okay. And then we'll put
I
Eli,
mean-
and then we're gonna put Eli 4 or 1.
Eli's 4. Eli's 4. He's not
Yeah.
1. He's not 1. I need to go to Genesis, and it'll be like Genesis. It'll be Abraham, so like 13. Abraham and Lot separate. Okay, so close enough. Not to mention, this homie Lot took his family to the wrong. Like, dude. One, Lot went to the side that was greener, right? All because he went off of appearance. And then the next chapter, bro gets captured. Bro got his family and him captured.
That is true.
Like,
And then he still wanted to go to the city.
I mean, like, bro. About this time, war broke out in the region. King Amphil and of Babylonia. Where is it? Show me where Lot is captured. Yeah, bro. Lot and his men. It said that one of Lot's men escaped. So he got his, like, whole caravan captured.
Yeah.
All because he went to one side. Like,
Yeah. Definitely staying at number 3.
Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed. Can I go back, please? Pulled out Lot's door and bolted the door. Then they blinded all the men, young and old, who were at the door of the house. So they gave up trying to get inside.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy, though. That's the craziest part.
Yeah.
Bro. I wonder if God has ever thought about that. You know, ever thought about sending an asteroid to
Dude.
just take out another city?
100%. I just also read how I was reminded how okay, so Genesis 19:14. So Lot rushed out to tell his daughter's fiancés, "Quick, get out of this city. The Lord is about to destroy it." But the young man thought he was only joking. That's how far he fell. They did not take him seriously. That means they didn't believe in God. They didn't have faith in God. He was not a strong enough influence to even make them think he was a manly God, a God of man, a man of God. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buckaroo was done for.
We may have to take him to number 2.
I'll keep him at 3 because he
Yeah.
made
I
some
feel
bad
like-
decisions for his family, but Manasseh made some bad decisions for his family and the whole city.
Yeah, like that's the only thing that's keeping me at Manasseh at number 2, because it's like it was his family and the nation, but it's like,
Like the nation,
we-
that's
if-
multiple.
but it's like if we take the nation out and we just do it as family and family, I think Lot beats
yeah,
Manasseh.
but is Manasseh called the father of Judah? Like, or was he just king of Judah? Like, if it says the father of Judah, that means they put him at a father role, and he did not do a great job at all.
He was a king of Judah. Yeah, he wasn't the father.
Okay.
Okay, so
Then, in that state, as king, he was a bad example to all the fathers.
yeah,
I don't know. I think we keep him 2. I keep
Okay,
Manasseh's 2, Lot is 3.
all right, yeah, okay,
And then our last guy is
Saul.
a solid number 1.
yeah.
And this is just purely because
Do we
Why
even
not?
have to genuinely discuss this?
no, I don't think we do. This dude
But at the same time, it's like we might get listeners that don't understand what he did, so we got to discuss it somewhat.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to debate us on him being number 1 cuz he was more of a petty man, more of a petty father than he was Lot and Manasseh type worse. But this homie got his own son killed terribly in a battlefield in which he abandoned his own son in to go run and try and flee. But that didn't happen because Saul still ended up dying. So then went Jonathan, David's best friend. Jonathan, who was a strong man of God, only trying to help his father, was killed in battle because his dad decided he was going to go fight some battle he did not need to be at. Not to mention, Saul was the worst influence on his family ever. Thankfully, his son still was a strong man. But it's just like,
Yeah. Yeah, he was definitely, it was like, he was even like a bad example, disobeyed God dozens of times,
Dozens.
like it was bad. Obviously not every father's going to be perfect, but it's like, come on, bro. You're the king. You were personally anointed by God. Like
Yeah.
like they want like
he's going to stick there as number one because he was anointed and still did what he did.
yeah, and
he got his own son killed. Like, I think that's worse.
And then also, he even went after God's anointed.
Yeah.
He tried to kill David multiple times. He was showing his kids like, hey, it's okay to try to kill who God anointed.
It's okay to defy God. Don't worry about
Exactly.
it. He'll just pick you after. Once you kill his anointed, you'll become the anointed.
And then exactly what you said, it damaged his relationship with Jonathan. He genuinely hated that Jonathan liked David.
I think he got all his sons killed. It wasn't just Jonathan. It was I think it said Jonathan and Saul's sons. Like, okay.
It was
2 Samuel, where we at? I think it's David and Bathsheba. Okay, I'm too far.
Yeah, and it's like he did not appreciate that. Like Jonathan was like, oh, trying to have integrity, taking David under his wing, he just went after Jonathan. Jonathan was just trying to honor his father, but also honor his friend. And Broski did not like that.
So, now the Philistines attacked Israel, and the men of Israel fled before them. Many were slaughtered on the slopes of Mount Gilboa. The Philistines closed in on Saul and his sons, and they killed 3 of his sons, Jonathan, Abinadab, and Malchishua. The fighting grew very fierce around Saul, and the Philistine archers caught up with him and wounded him severely. So, okay, he didn't really run away, but during this fight, he got his whole family killed. Because, bro, if he was standing on business and was in the right relationship with God, those men would not have died. And we see that many times in the Bible when you are living for God and with Him, they win their fights. Like, even when David got all the people captured, he still asked for God to help him and come back, and he had God on his side. He got everyone back and slaughtered those people.
Yeah.
Like, if Saul was in the right relationship, God wouldn't have had those people killed. He wouldn't have.
But at the same time, David wasn't such a great father either.
He wasn't a great father.
Yeah.
But the point of the matter was that he had God when he was fighting.
That is true. Yeah.
He was in the right relationship.
Saul really didn't care. He was like, hey, you want to fight? Let's fight. And bro did not consult with God at all.
No, he ran. It literally said how the Philistines can't just attack.
Yeah.
They can't. It's a city. There's walls. And you're telling me you don't see this gigantic army coming close to you? That means they had time to prepare to leave. Like, maybe they were ambushed, but the Bible normally says that they were ambushed.
Yeah, and at the same time, I would be like, oh, maybe it was at night, but it would be like, at night, the Philistines attacked.
Yeah.
Because, the Bible is very descriptive with that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, either they were just like, very like, they were like, oh, we got this. We'll win. And then, they know, oh, crap, we're actually cooked.
Yeah.
But
I just don't see the Philistines ever beating God's army when they have God on their side. Like, as long as they have faith in Him. But Saul was not living by faith.
Yeah, it was generally they died because, God was not on their side. God was like, okay, broski, you want to do what you want to do?
Think about it. Saul had to die so that David could become king. But if Saul would have just kept his mouth shut and just repented, Saul would have never had to die. David could have became king way later into his life. Jonathan would have lived. Abinadab would have lived. Malchishua would have lived. But no, they're all dead because their father wanted to be a prideful man.
Yeah,
nah.
And I think later on, Saul, and it was like, Saul, he didn't even go out in an honorable way.
I think he fell on his own sword.
I don't know. I think it was like he fell on his own sword or he let his servant stab him, something like that.
Saul groaned to his armor bearer, yeah, take your sword and kill me before these pagan Philistines come to run me through and taunt me and torture me. But his armor bearer was afraid and would not do it, so Saul took it and fell on his own sword. He did fall on his own sword.
But I feel bad for the armor bearer, bro. He ran back to David like, oh, the king died. And then he thought he was saying a great thing, and then David slimed him out.
No, that is not what's happened.
No, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened, right?
Nope.
No,
Verse
I'm thinking of
5.
a different story.
When
then.
his armor bearer realized that Saul was dead, he fell on his own sword and died beside the king.
Okay, then it was whoever told David, I believe.
Yeah, so it goes,
Yeah.
So Saul, his 3 sons, his armor bearer, and his troops all died together that same day.
Dang, all the troops. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Saul not such a great guy. Yeah, he got to stick with number 1. I think our list is perfect. You know, it's like
That's rough. I didn't realize they
Yeah.
cut off Saul's head. Yo, Old Testament gets wicked. Whew. Me talking about some I want to go to war. No, I don't. No, I do not.
don't draft us.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so that's our top 5 for worst.
Yeah, so
What's our time looking like?
I think we're at like 32 minutes or something like that. I mean, it's connect to it. We are at 35 minutes.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you guys, to repeat our top 5 worst. Number 1 is Saul. Number 2, Manasseh. Number 3, Lot. Number 4, Eli. Number 5 is Jacob. If you guys disagree, let us know what your guys' top 5 worst would be.
If we miss some obvious contenders, let us know.
Yes, yeah, we'll definitely take that up. And so it's now time to talk about the best fathers in the Bible. I don't think we picked out an honorable mention.
Did we not?
No, we did not, because we had issues trying to get all 5.
Okay. Honorable mention for best father. God, no.
Yeah, we just got to go with that one.
Nah.
Nah.
I don't know. I don't know one. Let's
Yeah.
just do the ones we've got, and if someone comes to our mind, someone comes to our mind.
Yeah. So you want to start with number 5 or number 1 or random order?
Random order. Just toss out the names.
All right. Let's start with the father begging for his son to be healed.
Okay. I think I'm going to put him at 3. That's a
Okay.
good starting point. If he moves up, he moves up. If he goes down, he goes down. But that father saved his son because of his humility. Because he was able to go and be like, hey, help my unbelief. Save my child and save me. Hey, hello. Kind of sound like there was an echo. I'm just making sure. Sorry, guys.
It might have just been the
Hopefully you guys
church.
said hello back to me. But, and through that, it was such incredible faith. It was placed in the Bible. Like that's a father right there. A man
Yes.
who did not give up on his kid. It said that this child was stuck with this spirit his entire childhood, his life, pretty much. And, dude, sometimes these mic stands are annoying because, every time I shift, I have to shift it. But anyways, his whole life, his father did not give up. He heard of an answer, and he went straight to him. He said, Jesus, help my son. Every time, something, the spirit makes him convulse and fall down. And often he has fallen in the fire and in the water trying to destroy himself.
Yeah.
He laid out all details. He made sure Jesus knew what was going on. And then he even said, listen, help my unbelief. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a great father, He even cared enough to take him to Jesus. Who knows? He could have had the demon could have been convulsing the whole way there.
Yeah.
So it's I would be yes, he would be, because the demon has to know he's going to Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, the Bible says when the demon saw Jesus, he immediately convulsed.
Exactly. So it's it would make me think on the way there the demon is trying to resist, be like, hey bro, no.
Let's just stay. Come on.
So but it's the father cared enough. He set great examples, to never give up, to search for that hope.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure that father, many times would be like, yeah, everything is hopeless. It's all gone.
Probably multiple times, yes. Hence the help my unbelief. Nothing has helped my child. Nothing has given him any type of better anything.
Yeah.
But still, he went out of his way after watching all the worldly experiments, all the medicine, all the whatever has happened to this kid, because culture is around this world. You have no idea what he brought his kid to. He could have brought him to a witch, could have brought him to some seance. Who knows?
Yeah, it could have been I would believe that he tried everything. Because like that was like many times, like
He
like
was
in the Bible
desperate.
where it's like people who need healing, like they would be like, I went everywhere. Like the woman with the issue of blood, she's like she went to multiple doctors, spent all her money on all that,
her money.
and it was what 20 years or something like that, 10
Yeah,
years,
12.
It was 12, yeah. I knew it was a long time, like
Yeah.
12
It's a
years
long time.
to deal with it, trying to get that help. But yeah, I think he's a great example of a great father. The only thing I wish if we knew is did he choose to live for God afterwards? Because that would help boost our opinion.
Yeah, but I imagine
I
he
would
did.
think so. I would think so. After seeing your son having to deal with it for multiple years and seeing him get healed,
Yeah.
that would be kind of hard to not believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
So, for the sake of my opinion, I would be like, okay, let's just say he did live for Jesus. I would probably put him in like a number 2 spot.
Number 2?
Like, wait, let me.
I
look
like
at,
him at 3. I like him at 3.
Let me look at the list real quick. No, actually, 3 or 4 might be better.
I like 3. I like 3.
I'm trying to create a list of how I would put it.
Because we only know this one section of his
Yeah,
life.
yeah. Looking at the list of our next ones, yeah, 3. 3 would be a good one. 3 would be a good one for them. So I would agree with that.
All right. Second person. Let's throw it up.
All right, let's go with
I cannot stop yawning.
Job.
Job.
Yeah, that was one of our.
Shoot. That's hard. Because, I want to put him at 4. Simply because, yes, he was this great, devout man of God. Yes, he was very blessed and all this. But his kids were still sinning. It says how he was a just man, but his kids were not. How they were still off sinning, drinking, having all this stuff going on. So it's okay, Job, you're a righteous man. But he was very well pleased to the point where God suggested him. So it's probably one of those situations where he tried to train his kids and they just didn't listen.
But at the same time, the Bible, it does. Let me pull up the verse. Let me pull up the verse because I believe that's why I'm about to pull it up because I might actually be wrong. Let's see, Job 1.
Gotta make sure. This headset's starting to hurt my head again. Gonna give me a headset dent. That would suck. I'm already bald.
Yeah, so it does say it doesn't clearly say that they were sinning. It just says that Job would go offer a burnt offering in the morning just in case they sinned against God. So it's it could have been that they were just feasting and there was no sinning going on. But Job was doing it to be safe.
Yeah, I'll put him. Okay, we might have to put him at 3. Slide down.
Because great father. He was a great example, great everything. I do wish we just knew a little bit more about his kid's life.
Yeah. But even so, him being a father, it's gonna represent through his kids as well. But it's gonna also show that he was offering for them. He was contending for them. He was believing God to help them. Even if say they were sinning, actively were. He was giving those burnt offerings. He was not giving up on them. It wasn't like Eli where he was okay, I'll just let it slide. If they get saved, they get saved. He was contending. He was believing.
Is true. He was actively pursuing. It was like the father begging. He was pursuing that hope. He had the persistence. Okay, so if we put him number 3, where are we going to put the father?
4.
4? Okay. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Yeah.
Well, he was such a righteous man, even through his terrible time, that God blessed him with more of a family. If he was a bad father, I don't think God would have gave him a family.
Yeah, it would have been hey, bro, I'll give you all your animals back, but no more kids.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, so yeah, I like that. All right, so next one we can do Joseph, Jesus' earthly father.
Yes.
Not the other
very
Joseph.
Important. Job might have to be 2. I don't know. Okay, so let's break this down. 1, I picked Joseph to be on this list because of this character that he was. It's very well known that Mary got pregnant by the Holy Spirit, pretty much. God just was all right, you're pregnant. But in that time, he was betrothed to betrothed, whatever you want to pronounce it like, to Mary. But someday she just shows up pregnant. And Joseph was like, all right, you know what? Instead of slamming her and putting her out in public and bringing disgrace to her name and to her legacy, I'm just going to quietly divorce her pretty much. And we're just going to go our separate ways. I'm going to let her live. I'm going to let her just be whatever she is. Like, yeah. And that's impressive because most of the time you find something like that. If you find out someone's cheating on you and they get pregnant, it's very rare you're going to find someone who's not going to explode, who's not going to bash them, who's not going to publicly embarrass them or anything like that.
Yeah.
But Joseph did not do any of that. Joseph did it under the table pretty much and was like, hey, go about your way, go live your life. It's okay. He loved her. He cared for her. That's a great example.
Yeah, you know, he had like great compassion for her.
Yes.
You know, and then also like, you know, he listened to God's plan. You know, the angel came and told him.
God's plan.
Afterwards, he could have just been like, nah, we're dream.
Yeah, but he listened.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a great example.
You know, and so I'm pretty sure, that they may have told their kids their stories. Like, you know, their other kids be like, yeah. Be like, guess what? Me and your father are together because your father decided to listen to an angel.
Yeah. Not to mention, bro, he went with her to Bethlehem. Obviously, that's probably all right. That's what a father should do. Yes. He walked all the way out there with her after too. Like, he put faith in God and put faith in her. Trusted her and walked with her through this journey of her being pregnant all the way to Bethlehem for Jesus to be born.
Yeah, and then the second thing is like then he like helped them escape to Egypt.
Yeah.
Like he was willing to sacrifice his life to take him to Egypt.
Yeah, bro's a good father. Bro go number 2.
Yeah, and then like let's be honest, like, you know, he raised up his other kids the right way because like, you know, Jesus' brothers,
James,
they were willing to follow Jesus, be their disciples and stuff. So it's like, okay, then that's good parenting on their part.
Yeah, not to mention, bro, look at the wisdom found in James.
Exactly.
Like, I'm talking, that brother had everything.
I'm willing to bet when James and them were teens, you know, they were just saying Jesus was dropping ball knowledge, and they're like,
Dude, James was one of the only siblings I guarantee you to actually listen in. Because, like, you don't hear about the rest of them that much. James is one of them because he became this high-statured man. He put a lot of faith in his brother, and he wasn't one of them prideful, man, I'm not going to listen to my little brother. I'm not going to listen to my older brother. I'm not doing that. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to do what I want to do. But James was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, and then the other thing is, you know, Joseph, every time an angel would visit him, because, you know, an angel visited him to tell him to go to Egypt and then come back from Egypt. You know, he listened every single time.
Yes.
He learned to be like, you know, listen. Great example of them telling his kids, like, no one keeps saying it, but it's like, great example, you know, listen to God. Like, do what God wants. So, and it just shows, like, his obedience to God wasn't just like, one type of thing. Okay, fine, I'll marry Mary. I'll marry her. Like,
not to mention, his worst thing that I would say he did was forget Jesus in that town and not notice that his kid was missing.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing. But he was traveling with a whole bunch of people as well. So it's probably hard to keep track of Jesus.
Yeah, because, like, let's be honest, it could have been, like, the whole city of Nazareth.
Yeah.
And they're like,
it said it was a whole bunch of people that they
so
were
it's
traveling
like,
with.
So it's like, and, you know, like, let's be honest, he was a teenager, so they probably expected, let's be honest, he probably hung out with his teen friends.
Yeah.
So, like, they probably or he could have been hanging out with the old wise men of the city.
Anything. Like, they probably just thought, he's probably somewhere around these places. Like, can't be too far.
Yeah.
And if that's the worst thing that his parents did, okay. That's
you know,
fine.
the one thing I wonder if, like, you know, Joseph, like, lied to Mary, like, you know, to just be like, Mary was like, oh, how's dinner taste? And, you know, just to be like, yeah, it's good. And then Jesus just be like, that's a lie.
Jesus probably just sprinkled some heavenly dust to make it good.
Yeah, he would just eat it, just be like,
yeah. They were eating steak every night.
Oh man, this wine tasting a little flat. Let me fix it for you.
Yo, bro.
It's water now. Just give it a moment.
He totally gave his family at least KFC one time. At least one time.
It had to be, bro.
At least. Like,
hey, what you eating? It's a hamburger. What's a hamburger? It won't be a thing for another 1,000 years.
Like, bro, ice cream in the middle of the desert. Totally. Like, birthday cake? Yes. No.
It's your what are you eating, Jesus? It's
his family knew about
cake.
Star Wars for sure. Like, they knew about Star Wars for sure.
So this is gonna happen in the future. Now I'm gonna return before this happens. Oh, so it's just But yeah.
Like, dude.
All right, so now we got to figure out where to put Joseph. Joseph.
Joseph, I feel like number 2 is a good spot. He's above Job. Or Job above him. I feel like I think him and Job are even. Like, I don't think one has more accomplishments than the other.
Yeah, I think like the only major difference was that Joseph was just the father of God's son.
Yeah.
Just
and raised them well enough to where that father-son did not go off sinning.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that. So I think it really doesn't matter which one we put, like 2 or 3.
I don't think it does. I think they're pretty even.
Yeah. Okay, so
My
our
tie
next-
is like stabbing into my. There
All
we
right.
go.
So our next one, let's do Joshua. Another one of your picks.
Is he our last guy?
No, we got one more after this one.
So we did get all 5.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So Joshua, let me find my notes. from
Joshua
him.
is very famous for his 24:15. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
Yes. Yeah, and I think like that just says enough, like he was like, we're going to pursue God no matter what. We are going to worship him no matter what. So that like already says a lot
Yeah.
about how he lived.
I feel like the only thing is like Joshua doesn't have much moments talking about him being a father specifically. So I feel like
Yeah. I feel like the only really thing is like, he led Israel for a while under great leadership, under
Yes.
godly influence, which would have to kind of redirect into his family. You would have to kind of assume he would correct his children and he would, lead. Because there's not too much about Joshua, really.
no. But okay. So I don't know if it's the end of it's going to be the end of Judges when Joshua dies, I think.
Joshua.
No, when does bro die? He dies with Eleazar.
Yeah, he dies at the end of Joshua 24, because I was looking at
Leaders buried in the promise. After this, Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of the Lord, died at 110. They buried him in the land which he had been allocated at the Timnath Serah in the hill country. Yeah, and then they do the same thing for Eleazar. So who became leader after that? After the death of Joshua, the Israelites asked the Lord, which tribe should go first to attack the Canaanites? They answered, Judah, for I have given them victory of the land.
Yeah, but here we go. Joshua 24 says, the people of Israel served the Lord throughout the lifetime of Joshua and of the elders who outlived him, those who had personally experienced all that the Lord had done for Israel. So then that would have to mean that his kids also served the Lord.
Yeah.
Because
I'm looking for the who became leader afterwards.
Judges. I think it was like
It doesn't say. Because then they asked for a king.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, so it'd be Gideon, I think, afterwards. Gideon became the official leader. Because before that, it was just tribes going forward.
Yeah, so.
But I was looking for that to see, like, who became king. Because, like, it might say something about Joshua's legacy. But it did not.
Yeah, it was just, because it's the book of Judges afterwards, so I think it's just like all the judges, like Deborah and all that.
So, with that being said, because he doesn't have much to go off of, I feel like he goes to number 4, and Father Who Begged goes to number 5.
Father Who Begged goes to number 5. Okay.
I think that's the best bet because the father doesn't have much telling about after or before.
Yeah, I feel like those two are kind of like good to put at 4 and 5 because there's not too much information to go off of.
But we know that Joshua, he lived this life. He's not above Job because Job, like...
There was just too much with Job, but he's above the father because we know Joshua, his kids did live for God afterwards.
Yes.
But the father, we don't know that information, so I would say that's good. So,
indeed.
Our last person, we got Noah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Dude, where does Noah go?
So
because his family served, he saved his family. He built a whole boat with his family, made sure that they'd be there. And then he helped his family to reproduce. Well, okay, that sounds weird. He gave the command after God gave the command.
He just repeated what God said.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, he was claimed righteous and blameless. His family, they all were righteous and blameless because
they got to live.
Yeah, exactly. So, they learned to listen to Noah because, let's be honest.
Or does the Bible say that they got to live because Noah was so righteous and blameless?
That's it would be Genesis 6:9.
Oh, is it 6?
Yeah. Genesis 6:9. That's what I had. That says that Noah. Oh, it actually only says the only blameless person living on earth at the time. So technically his kids were probably, not like, they weren't like, on Noah's level of sinless or like blameless, but still, you got to think everybody else did not believe Noah, but Noah's sons, they believed him. So it's like there had to be some sort of honor for God, honor and relationship for God.
Yeah, okay. So it says he is the only blameless, and then it goes on to say how God said, build the boat, and then, you, your wife, and your son's wives, and your sons shall make it. So he basically just had grace expanded on.
Yeah, but also, he was a great father because, his kids got to see every other father, and then his father was the only different one.
Yeah.
And, Noah had to make that choice daily, to be different. Like, that's what we have to do as Christians. Ooh, I hit the cord.
I was like, what the? We almost had to exercise this room.
But yeah,
I feel like there's not much said about Noah being a father. Like him and his family lived, and then him and his family reproduced, bringing us all here. But like later on, if you keep reading Genesis, you see that those people stay still. God said to go into all the world and multiply. But they found one spot, and then eventually the Tower of Babel happened through that. So it's like, okay, Noah, you were a great, righteous man. But it says only you were blameless. So now I'm questioning if you even spread that to your kids. The kids got to see it, they got to live, but were the foundation strong enough to stay inside of them? And we see down the line that it separates. Granted, but people are people.
Yeah.
So it's hard to tell. There's just not enough details.
But
we might have to bump the list up one.
That's like that's like still why but it's like Noah's obedience. He lived blameless. He was obedient. Like we could kind of say the same for his wife.
Yeah.
Because his wife wasn't under the blameless. So it was like, oh wait, his side, his rib, was his rib really saved then?
Yeah.
But it's like they all followed him. He told them that God told him. So it's like that's why I'm
they believed.
Yeah, so
it wasn't like a lot.
So I would definitely say maybe they weren't as strong with God as Noah,
but they had
they had a relationship because let's be honest, if they're saved and they're like, hey God, they weren't saved and Noah was like, hey, God told me he's gonna come flood the earth, they would probably laugh in his face,
just like the fiancés did to Lot. Yeah,
exactly.
So yeah,
so it's like there would probably have to be some sort of relationship with God.
Okay.
But he didn't just impact his sons.
3 still then.
He also impacted his sons' wives.
Yeah.
Because they also went with them. So it's like he had some sort of influence.
I feel like okay, I'm cool with doing this. Joseph, Job goes into 1 and 2.
All right, so you said Joseph, and so who are we gonna put number 1, Joseph or Job?
It doesn't matter. They're interchangeable. I feel they're interchangeable is what I feel. Right. And then 3 is Noah, 4 is Joshua, 5 is Father who begged for mercy, or to help his kid, whatever we want to call him, Father who begged. Right. Even though there's probably a lot of fathers.
Yeah, I just named him who. I just put him as father.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. All right, so
that's our list.
So that's our list. 1 and 2, Joseph and Job. That's doesn't matter which one you do. Noah, Joshua, and the father. I think these are solid list of great fathers and then terrible fathers.
I would agree.
Yeah, so we don't have an honorable mention for best father, unless you got an idea. Yes.
I couldn't think of one.
Hey, maybe you guys could be like, oh, this could have been the honorable mention. Let us know. If you guys think you guys disagree with the with the rankings, let us know. You guys think that there should have been somebody else that we considered? Let us know.
Let us know, bro. Y'all
Yeah.
got a lot more thinking going on than we do sometimes.
Yeah, like there's these ones. These last 2 episodes have been more like interactable for you guys.
Yes. So interact with us, bro. Come on.
Yeah. So
I'm currently trying to rip flesh off my finger. It's not working. It's making me really upset.
Oh man.
I promise I am listening though.
Oh no, you're all good.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't got anything else to say. You got anything else to say?
No. Was Eli the one who got those people killed because he was bald?
Oh no, that was Elijah.
That was Elisha? Okay.
Yeah, the boys they got slimed out by the 2 female bears. Yeah. Crazy story, by the way. Like
I did have one question for you to end this all off. You've got to live a life with a righteous man of a father. What is a moment where his faith has influenced you heavily?
Oh man. Or his faith has influenced me heavily. I should have had this ready.
I should have asked you the question first. Like told you, hey, this is what I'm thinking.
Oh no.
Now
You're all good. So
authentic.
yeah, my it has influenced me greatly. Like my father, he's definitely a righteous man. I've able to see the ups and downs in my parents' marriage. I've seen them. I have. I think the way that his faith and like convictions have really influenced me the most and like had a greatest impact was seeing the way he treated my mom. It's like, as everybody knows, all families have arguments and stuff. But, he would never yell at my mom. He never raised his voice. I feel like that is really what has influenced me the most. And then also seeing his prayer life, being able to see him go daily to the church to read, to pray, to write on sermons. I feel like that has influenced me the most, especially since I want to be a pastor. I want to be married in the future. Those are like the top things I would have to say that have really influenced me the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, well done, Pastor.
We forgot to say this in the beginning. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there listening.
Oh, yes. That
Happy
is why Father's Day.
That's why we're doing this. It's the day before Father's Day, but that is why we're doing it, because it is Father's Day coming up.
Yes. We will thank you guys at the end of the episode, so just listen to that.
Yes, but yeah.
I'll do a whole rap for y'all. No, I'm kidding. I won't do it.
He'll do it. But yes, yeah. It's been great.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. With that being said, I think it is altar call time.
Yes.
I handled it last time, so it's on to you this time.
All right.
I even got blood, so we can sacrifice something.
Do a live sacrifice for them. All right, you guys, this is how you cut it. You were just reading Leviticus like a couple months ago. You could show us how to do it.
Dude. Word for word, I'm gonna repeat to you how it goes. Bring a goat. Take your hand on the goat. Chop its head off. And then take its fat. Well, skin it. Take the fat. Skin the fat off the lobe, like the intestines. And then skin the fat off the lobe. And then sprinkle the dust around the altar. Then burn it. Like, yo. They say it at least 30 times in Leviticus. It's a disgusting read sometimes. Anyways, that's not word for word. I was just messing around. Anyways, back to it.
But yes. All right, so we're going to do the altar call. Maybe you're listening to this episode and you were just, bow y'all's heads. I forgot that. I don't think I said that.
You did not, but I realized that regardless of me wanting to bow my head, like at the beginning of the show when I was contemplating, it was going to happen regardless. So, anyways, yes.
But yes, so maybe you guys were listening to this episode and you were hearing us talk about the sins of the father. We talked about how obviously no father is completely perfect. They're not expected to be perfect. Nobody's expected to be fully perfect. We're not perfect. But I just want to let you guys know that that Jesus cares. You know, he died 2,000 years ago for your guys' sins so that you guys could be saved through him. And he really wants to have that relationship with you. So maybe you're not saved, or maybe you've backslidden and you're not truly right with God and you would like to get right. You don't have to be a father to say this prayer. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is to be human and sincerely say this with your heart and your mouth. So we're just going to say a short prayer. I'm going to say a short prayer, and you guys just repeat after me. You just say, "Dear Father God, I admit that I'm a sinner. I admit that I need your help. God, I believe that your son, Jesus Christ, rose and died on the third day. God, I just ask that you help me to live for you all the days of my life. God, I just thank you for what you're doing in my life and what you're going to do. In Jesus' name, amen." So, if you guys prayed, you guys can contact us here.
Whoop, whoop.
And I
This
still
time
didn't
it's
fix
spelled
it.
right.
I still didn't
Is
fix
it
it.
.net?
Yeah, it is .net.
Oh.
I didn't even fix it. I haven't fixed
I thought
it, you
did
guys.
fix it. I was like, oh, it's not .net anymore. It's .com. He's did it, guys. He's did it. No.
No. Like, no.
It's okay.
I still didn't
I'll
fix
send
it.
you a reminder someday.
I'll fix it immediately. As soon as we're done recording, I'm fixing it.
Yeah.
I'm fixing that junk.
All
yeah.
right.
So
Thank you, fathers, for being you. Thank you for leading the next generation and influence us in the right direction. Thank you for taking your time out of your day to pass that baton and help us to grow.
yes, yeah, we thank you guys for all you guys do. We thank you guys for the discipline that you guys do, even though we don't like it at times.
Yes.
We sincerely thank you guys for everything you guys do. You guys are a major part in your guys' kids' lives, even if you don't think you are. You guys are. And we hope you guys have a great Father's Day. Kids, tell your guys' father, Happy Father's Day.
Yes.
Get them something or make them something. If you're young, I don't know, draw a drawing. That's what I did. I would draw a drawing and give my dad a letter. Like, hey, I had no money. What was I supposed to do?
Shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, hey. But yeah, so we thank you guys, fathers, for everything you guys do. And we hope you guys have a great Father's Day. So, yes.
Yes. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to you guys.
Word time.
Yes. We'll go ahead and pause the video, you guys. All right, you guys. We are back. So, we talked about it. The word is bald.
Bald.
Yep.
Bald. B-A-L-D. Bald. All right. That's enough.
But yeah, that's your guys' secret word. Let's see how creative you guys are.
Yes.
So, we thank you guys for listening, for joining in on with us. We really hope you guys like this one. Shout out Elijah for giving us the idea.
Yes,
No.
we needed help because the idea we had planned, we did terrible on following up on, so did not happen.
Yeah, terrible planning skills. We need to get better on that.
100%.
But yeah. So we thank you guys for joining in. Bald is the word for those who forget like 2 seconds in.
Bald.
But yeah, that is your guys' word, and we thank you guys for joining in. Make sure you guys are following us because you don't want to miss out on the next episode. So we'll see you guys in the next episode.
In the next episode.